Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I want to take a few minutes here just to continue our walk through the Gospel of Matthew as we just explore the words of Jesus in these Gospels. We're in Matthew chapter 8. I just want to read a few verses to you. In Matthew chapter 8, in verse 18, it says, "When Jesus saw the crowd around him, he gave orders to cross to the other side of the lake. A teacher of the law came to him and said, 'Teacher, I'll follow you wherever you go.' Jesus replied, 'Foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head.' Another disciple said to him, 'Lord, first let me go and bury my father.' But Jesus told him, 'Follow me and let the dead bury their own dead.'" It's a tricky thing following people, right? I've been in places all over the globe, in places that I've never been with people who've been there before. And one of the things you have to learn to do when you travel to, say, Guatemala or Africa is you've got to put a lot of faith in the people that are leading because you don't know where you're going, right? There's lots of obstacles, lots of dips in the road, lots of turns you wouldn't know anything about. When we're in Africa, there's lots of dry riverbeds. There's lots of places where during the rainy season, the river overflows onto the road and only a local would know where those things are at. Following Jesus can be a tricky thing too, right? There's lots of dips in the road. There's lots of things we don't know. Jesus explained to those who wanted to follow him, following me is an unknown thing, right? The birds of the air have a nest and the foxes have their dens, right? There's a place they can stop. There's a place of known for them, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. This is going to be an experience when you follow Jesus. Not going to always know how it's going to go, and you're not going to always know where it's going to land. And for many people, following Jesus without knowing is a real struggle, part of the process, right? The biggest thing about being a disciple is that simple word: follow. Follow. If it's about knowing, it's about control. If it's about following, it's about trust. And ultimately, and that's what Jesus said it takes to be a disciple: deny yourself and take up that cross and follow me. That's what Jesus is getting across here, right? This is going to be an unknown journey that you're not going to have any control of. And there's going to be all kinds of things that want to get in the way. Let me go bury my dad first, right? Listen, there's work to be done in the kingdom. And if following Jesus for you requires you to know exactly what that looks like, or for you to get everything else in order before you come, following Jesus is probably going to be a real challenge for you. But for those of you that are ready for an adventure, and you don't need to be in control, and you don't need to know everything, right? And you understand the priority that kingdom work is the most important work, man, come on. Following Jesus is the best thing you'll ever do. Listen, God bless you. We love you, and we'll see you next week.